I am back with more Diablo 3 Hardcore. We're going to go with a Demon Hunter this time. And that is just to be a little bit of variety, because last time we went with a melee character, so let's change it up a little bit. Permanent death? I thank you. Oh, all my sweet gears, they're all gone. Let's get this started. I was really disappointed though that I died as early as I did. I was expecting to get all the way through. Normal difficulty at least.
My family was butchered by Hellspawn. To witness such a thing is enough to leave your mind in ruins. The madness killed my sister and left me frightened and alone. Until I was rescued. Rescued by survivors who had joined together to rid the world of the creatures of hell. They saw in me the strength to resist the demons. And they forged me into a weapon. Now, I am ready. A meteor has fallen in Tristram, and the dead have risen in its wake. I will send them back to their graves. Once I was hunted. Now I am the hunter.
The Demon Hunter.
Dead reek like this. The fallen star is near.
The Demon Hunter is one of the classes I'm least familiar with. Whereas the Monk is one that I am not... Well, I wouldn't say I'm bad with a Monk, but the game does not like the builds that I try and do with him. I do have a couple of builds for the Demon Hunter, but they're not solid, I guess.
I have journeyed here to find the fallen star and purge its evil from this land.
It fell on the old cathedral. There was only one survivor, Leah. You should speak with her.
Captain Rumford, more dead are coming.
We can't open the gates until we drive them back.
Demon Hunter is supposed to be one of the most overpowered classes,
They
though,
keep
too.
coming.
And I haven't gotten to that point yet.
I've never seen anyone fight like that before. Guards, open the gates. You'll
You-
find Leah at the Slaughtered Calf Inn.
You've never
Zakharum has fallen to disgrace.
You've never seen anyone shoot someone with a crossbow. Interesting. But even the...
Leah, is it? Rumford said that you survived the fallen star's impact.
I did, but it blasted my uncle Deckard Cain into the depths of the old cathedral. I tried to search for him, but the dead were already rising. I came back here to rally the militia, but... Watch out! The wounded are turning!
Even the two builds that I have done with the Demon Hunter,
I feel more powerful.
I don't know how good they really are.
This is killing business.
Alright, choose new skill. Right click, Impale. Impale's actually pretty good, I think.
The dead will overwhelm us all, unless something is done.
Then I shall put an end to them and secure your town.
Thank you. You should speak with Captain Rumford at the gate. He can tell you what to do.
Demon Hunter also is one of the 3 classes I have not made it to level 60 with in Hardcore. The other 2 are, of course, Monk and Witch Doctor, which I'm
What can
very
I
close.
do to help fight the risen dead?
I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia were slaughtered by those things. Only I survived.
Don't worry. I will avenge their deaths.
Well, I have seen you fight. Strike at the wretched mothers and their queen. They're the ones vomiting out these horrors.
They're attacking the barricades!
I am literally less than a level away from 60 with the Demon Hunter. Oh, excuse me. Witch Doctor. Well, that may be my next goal, is just to get him up to level 60 and then delete him. So that I have a free slot open without having to do the delete and reload trick. Picked up some thick gloves there without even really trying. But I'm sure they auto-equipped and are nice.
I, Deckard Cain, have spent many years traveling and writing about the strange creatures in our world. But the sight of the wretched mothers still haunts me. They are the remnants of Queen Asilla's slaughtered handmaidens who were twisted by foul magic. Now they feast upon cadavers and regurgitate them as newly formed, risen dead.
No, I argue that Hungering Arrow is really just kind of a dumbfire spell. You don't even have to aim really at your target to hit him. Because I can just fire it off over here. Oh, I guess there is some degree of correction required. Oh, there it goes. There you see it. Just kind of a missed shot will just angle back and possibly hit enemies, so it's not as powerful as I thought it was. More of a nice little trick than something to be exploited. And of course we got our thrown dagger, which does a lot of damage, but uses a good amount of hatred. Yeah, probably.
I'll take care of the lot of you.
A lot? There's a few of them. But anyway. Only the percent chance of piercing does not pierce every time.
Dear reader, I am Abdalhazir, adventurer, scholar, and researcher. I share my knowledge of this incredible world and its creatures through my insightful missives, often at grave risk to myself. Why, I was recently in Honduras, where my tents were ransacked by vicious quill fiends. I was able to beat them off with a shoe, but a less bold man would have fared far worse.
Yes, he would have. He would have had to use a pair of shoes. Held by the laces and swung like a flail. I really don't have a lot to say about the Demon Hunter. Oh, you know, right, here's something to say about the Demon Hunter. I may just do this build just because it is actually a decent build. I'm gonna go with the no range weapon build. As soon as I find another weapon. Now you may be saying like, what? Demon Hunter without range? Are you an idiot? Yes, I am. The downside, of course, of this build is you have to get to level 15 before you can have a basic attack. But we're gonna do it. Oh yeah. And of course, you also may be thinking, wow, you are an idiot, because you didn't even get to level 15 with your other character. Oh yeah. That was a fluke. I blame that on not having played low-level areas in a long time. And of course, running into enemies is never a solution to being in trouble. So let's do this. I didn't even remember this was one of my builds. Oh, right, can't use Hungering Arrow now. How do I do this? Cancel. Oh wait, I know. Here we go. There we go. Okay. I don't believe that generates any hatred though. Nope, it doesn't. So this is gonna be awful. Up close and personal.
Formidable.
Entangling shot does us no good, because we are going melee. That is one of the things I like to do in games, especially when I'm as familiar with this, is just to... No, right, we'll continue on one thread before we start another one. I like to do silly ass shit that should not be possible. Yeah, this is certainly not the best way to start. And converting to the build at some point, not a bad idea. Pretty good build with the grenades.
These unholy creatures can rest now.
But I like to do all kinds of crazy. But part of the reason why this build came into my mind is I was showing the game to a friend. I was letting him play. Oh, dagger's way better. And you do not find any crossbows or ranged weapons for quite some time. And then if you go to the raw damage per second,
All
you're
of
still
these
better
chests
off.
are empty. Something isn't right.
Easy to go ahead and take a look at this. Alright, 3 damage per second. That's double the damage per second. That's twice as good. You just don't get that range. I mean, that's all there is to it. But we were finding weapons that did so much more damage, like 10, 15 DPS, and didn't even find a ranged weapon. I was like, why would I do that? Kill them in one hit? They're not even really going to hit me then. Like, even that's not that good of a weapon. And 3-shot? Could have been 2, random numbers and all that.
Old Tristram.
And we got these daggers, so... anything that's actually difficult to kill, we can just throw a dagger at it.
Not enough hatred.
But the other really great thing about doing this build is it opens up your variety of weapons. Because I could just go ahead and go with this. And it wouldn't even be a problem. There we go, 7.7. So now we've got an equally good weapon. And yeah, it happens to be an actual ranged weapon. So what we can do now is we can put Entangling Shot or Hungering Arrow. We'll go with Hungering Arrow, because Entangling Shot does less damage. And we're just going to go with a temporary placeholder kind of ability. There's no sense in intentionally doing less damage than I can. Now they may have changed the drop rate or balance so that the ranged weapons are dropping earlier. This was a long time ago that that sort of challenge or idea was spawned. It is actually quite a devastating build now that I think on it. Or I just had some really nice items. But we're going to find out in hardcore, so that's cool, I think. Hope you do too. It's kind of unfortunate that we did find the bow, because it diverges a little bit from the quasi-plan.
Thank you for your help, but could you talk some sense into Leah? She won't give up on the idea of rescue.
We're going to run through some of these dialogues.
Let us search for your uncle.
Because the NPCs all say the exact same things, and then the player characters'
Here, let me open the gate.
variety is splashed in.
Adria was my mother, but I don't know much about her. She died when I was very young. I was raised by Uncle Deckard.
What of your father?
I'm told he was a great warrior who was lost when Tristram fell to the demons.
I was told that chickens are blue. Doesn't make it true. We made it to the,
Look! A hidden cellar! Follow me!
we made it to the goat men. Searching for the staff. There we go, the
Your
staff.
mother had her secrets.
People said she was a witch, but I never believed it.
I should be able to make it that far again. Dagger is very powerful. Just saying. I was thinking about what I'm going to do next for my next class, but I don't want to think about that right now. I want to just do well.
Here's the key, and my mother's journal. What I've seen of it is disturbing. I want to know more about her, but that can wait. We need to save Uncle Deckard first.
I will go. Stay here and learn what you can.
Thank you.
Aiden came to me last night. I suspected what was lurking within his troubled heart. I consoled him as best I could. Regardless, wherever he's headed, hell will surely follow in his wake. The shadows close in on Tristram once again. But like Aiden,
Not enough
I'll
hatred.
be gone before they fall.
Alright, we've got caltrops available now. Which are not at all bad. Razors, thank you. Short bow, probably not as good as what I already have, but we'll take it anyway, just in case I'm wrong. But I'm not too confident that I am wrong, so I won't even check its stats for the moment. Oh, and as I said the first time, randomness. This is actually an area this time. But it does not look like the rare enemies in here, which is fine. I've killed them before. Doesn't really matter anyway. I think I've been every area in Act 1. But there are some areas I've missed. I know there's one in Act 2, and I'm very suspicious as to where it is. But I think I'm wrong.
Tristram Cathedral. I am close to the fallen star now.
I think it's one of those things where I'm so focused on it being at a particular location and it's not there that I'm failing to look in locations where it actually is.
So this is where the star fell. My quarry must be near.
That's bad.
Some foul new disease has taken hold in this land, and the carrion bats are near the heart of it. Since returning to Tristram, I have seen their numbers surge. The evil
lot of bats.
forces that
Didn't
linger
caltrops
here
down
give
then?
them strength, and I fear that the worst is yet to come.
9 and 1 kill. I'm no giant slayer, but that's pretty nice. Mouse curve 19, not bad. That's one thing I've never really looked at, and I was kind of looking for it there. I'm kind of doubting it, but I was wondering if the arrows appear to stick in the enemies as well. Obviously the daggers do from the impale. But I don't think the actual bow arrows do. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh well, didn't think so anyway. It's somewhat unfortunate. Thank you, corpses. It's somewhat unfortunate with the balancing of the game that the chandeliers don't kill some of the enemies, especially if you have monster power on. Makes that achievement a little bit more difficult to obtain still. Eventually you'll get it. It's not one of the ones I would grind for. One of the ones I would have to grind for is getting the 10,000 or 100,000 demon kills? What is it? Let's take a look. Classes. Demon Hunter. Yeah, 100,000 demons. I'm at a quarter of that. And since I'm in here, 90%. Pretty nice. 100% of the co-op, so I don't even have to do any co-op if I never want to. And beats of strength. Yeah, got those. Unfortunately, I don't remember where the J. Wilson is. And the magical land of fairies, unicorns, wizards, and knights. Okay, only some of that stuff. Isn't too hard once you know what to do. I may visit that location after I beat normal, which I really want to do this time. Because failing is not something I enjoy. I wouldn't say the build I'm doing is a defensive one, but with a ranged character I'm going to play, I would say, a little bit more defensive. And by defensive I mean I'm not going to rush forward almost ever. Yeah, I think that the arrow I thought that was impaled in my enemy was actually the dagger from the veil. I just didn't see it until after I was shooting arrows again. Keeping them at bay is what caltrops are good for. Low quality, don't need that. Level 5, I think I made it to 12 last time. Pretty bad. I think I've only had a couple times where I've died that low. My lowest level death, of course, is level 4 with the Witch Doctor, but that's because I didn't believe in the rumors of the land of unicorns, or Pony Land. Pony Express level. Did not believe in that, so I went in there and got totally annihilated because I did not know anything about it. Did not go out there on softcore mode first. Got me completely by surprise. Although I'm talking. What is it? I'm a big fan of the cow level. I think the cow level is vastly superior. Firstly, it presented a greater challenge. I didn't play hardcore as much on Diablo 2 because of server instability, which did get a lot better.
My hatred is too low.
Towards the end of when I was playing it and this started to come out, maybe they converted the servers over, something along those lines. Or maybe it was my internet connection, because that's a definite possibility too. Back when I used to play games like
Not enough
EverQuest and World of Warcraft. Well, actually, they're both equally bad. I just had more friends playing EverQuest, so it was a little bit better for that reason. Did not have the server stability to play certain classes, like a healer. The last thing you want to do is play a healer and be disconnected. You know, even once every half hour, if it's unpredictable.
I need more hatred to do that.
Like if you know you can come back, not so bad. But when it's like randomly, oh yeah, heals aren't here because our healer is disconnected. Yeah, that's no fun. Zombie. I don't even know where that... Ah, over there. That's where it made it fall. Alright. We have found the way down. Unfortunately, there is... I'm on the wrong side to trigger that chandelier. But hey, why not? I got you. Boom. You're dead. Alright, we have a belt. You know, I didn't even think about it until just now, I guess. It's kind of nice not having to worry about belt slots for potions and all that junk. Because that was kind of a hassle.
Foul minions, stay back! Back! Maybe this wedge hole. The Skeleton King.
The power of the fallen star awakened me, and soon all will suffer as I have suffered. Gods, bring me his bones!
Yeah, it was kind of unfortunate because there were some nice belts in Diablo 2 that I didn't really want to use because they would limit my potion slots. Especially some of these sets. I think there was a Death's Belt, one of those ones.
I'm here to rescue you! Help!
Because equipping it along with another one would give you like life steal up into the hands, you know, maybe huge resistance to poison. I really like the sets in Diablo 2. I wish there were more sets in Diablo 3. Vampiric Hand Axe of the Flame, that sounds good. A lot of those sound good. Is good. Not. Not. No, that's unfortunate. They sound nice, but they're not.
Oh, thank you. But why did you risk yourself for me?
Leah
'Cause I'm hardcore.
asked for my aid. She will be relieved to see you again.
Oh.
Oh, it is wonderful to hear that Leah is well. I feared the worst. I learned of this secret passage through old maps I found. We must discuss
Oh,
the
Trist's
fallen
not here again.
star. Follow me to Tristram.
I promised Leah that I would save her uncle, Deckard Cain. When I found him, he was facing the Skeleton King. And now, this abomination blocks my path to the fallen star.
Alright, thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you in the future.